and welcome to our Ask Us Anything Live Q&A on the ISF World Seed Congress 2026 to be held in Lisbon, Portugal. I'm Ira from ISF, and I'll be hosting today's live virtual event. I see that we will have people joining from all over the world as usual, so please feel free to drop your questions, comments, or anything in our chat boxes from LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, X, or wherever you're tuning in from. I'm also very happy to be joined by our speakers today, who are here to talk us through everything and anything you want and need to know about the Congress. So let's get started. I have here with me Camille. Camille, as of today, the news is we have nearly 600 people already registered to join us in Lisbon, and all booths except 2 have also been sold, along with how many private meeting rooms and trading tables. Are these good numbers for you?
Yes, indeed, it's a very great dynamics. We have more registration at this stage and bookings than previous year, like Istanbul and even Rotterdam in 2024. So this is indeed a great sign. And to continue to give more details, we are still in the early bird window. So this ends on Monday, 2nd of February. So for those who want to get the best rate, it's now to register. Make sure you complete your registration soon and finalize it. After this date, we move to the mid-registration fee until early April 2026. And it's also very important to note that company or organization must settle your ISF membership fee to have your membership validated before 1st of April to be able to join the Congress in Lisbon. Otherwise, it will not be possible. Regarding trading tables and meeting rooms, we still have few. You can book upon registration, and their numbers are limited, so it's assigned on a first come, first serve basis.
That's great to hear. And indeed, the top registration question that we have received and we often receive is, when should I register? So the short answer is the earlier, the better. And not just for availability and prioritization in terms of choosing your booths and your trading tables, but also making sure all the paperwork as regards your membership, perhaps your visa, are in order. So thank you for that, Camille. Can you now walk us through the floor plan? I understand that this is already available on the website. We've also been receiving questions about the venue and the layout.
Yes, sure, of course. We will be in the Congress, which called Centro de Congresso Lisboa, or the CCL. The exhibition will be on the ground floor in Pavilion 2, where we will have all the booths along with the plenary room, the Channel World Seed Studio, the youth corner, and the new cultivation corner that will be located over there. From there, we can go through the trading floor 1 in Pavilion 1, and then to trading floor 2 in Pavilion 3. So it's more or less all in one level in different rooms, very well located and with a great flow. Most private meeting rooms are on the first floor, where we also access from the exhibition floor. They will also have the auditorium for the opening ceremony on the first floor, and there are some more meeting rooms on the second floor. All of this current floor plan is available on the Congress website, where you can download it and find it.
Thanks, Camille. Yeah, look, those slides that we showed now were a bit small for you to see if you're watching from your screens. So please check out the website where the floor plan, as it is now, is available, with the understanding, of course, that this can change, right, Camille, closer to the date.
A little bit, but not too much.
Okay, yeah, just so yeah, that's a good model to base.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So yeah, so now let's move on to the highlights from the program. So this is another question that we've been receiving. And I understand that some parts of the program are also now available also on the website. I have with me here Michael Keller, the Secretary General of ISF. Michael, what can people expect from the program this year? And how is it different from other years, perhaps?
Ira, thanks so much. And first of all, I would like to welcome everybody and still wish Happy New Year. We have still time to wish Happy New Year to everybody. It's an exciting moment of the year. And for us in the ISF team, there's nothing more exciting than really start now the preparation of the Congress and finalizing also the Congress program. Look, this year we have a slogan which is called Joint Action Resilient Future. And I think we are all aware of what's happening today around the world, and nothing is more important also to find ways of collaboration, to think about what is trade in these totally uncertain times. People are saying even new times are starting. That means we have to think about what's the future of the multilateral system in which ISF evolves. And again, to come together at the Congress, this will be the opportunity to think about together on this unpredictability we are living in. And therefore, we are shaping the Congress, we are reshaping even the Congress program in a way that we can address in high-level panels the world of today, but even for our traders, our members, the seed people, the value chain, the world of tomorrow. And this is where we are building panels about markets. What are the markets? What's happening? Is there market disruption? We hear about trade agreements between regions. What is happening with the World Trade Organization? What is happening at FAO? What is happening with other international organizations? What's the markets? What's the help of these organizations to support international trade? And as you know, seed is totally international. It's globally traded. Innovation. Yeah, innovation, things are moving on. And we heard recently what happens also in Europe now, the openness towards innovation and gene editing in general. Therefore, it's clear one of the pillars of the discussions will be not only to update members, partners, and those coming to the Congress, and we heard all from Camille, more and more people are coming to Congress on the latest stage, the latest trends of innovation. No, it's also thinking about what's the regulatory oversight somehow internationally. And seed systems. Seed systems is an absolutely essential layer in the work, in our capacity also to provide farmers around the world with the seed choice. The panels are we are shaping them up. There will still be changes, perhaps, also because for more major political reasons. But perhaps what I would like to address also is, and Ira, you are driving this in a very nice manner, is Channel World Seed. And as you know, we put this in place now since a couple of years, and it's bringing more and more traction also. And there will be some punchy Channel World Seeds. This is 30-minute slots and everybody can watch them, but also on site, please join us, about biologicals, about also arbitration. We'll update on things which are happening with regard to arbitration. Also, we'll give a spot to the youth. There will be strong youth delegation being present. They will have a chance to speak there also. It will be also about products, and some of our sponsors will provide latest insights. Therefore, stay tuned also on this one, because it's extremely interesting to learn also of what's happening, what's in the product pipeline of also companies. And perhaps the last thing, it's a business congress. But even if we have more and more also people joining who are not directly involved in the seed business, but there are lots of opportunities of getting insights from leaders. But that's not all. And you know us, ISF, and I hope we have this reputation. We are a serious association. We are the voice of the seed sector. But at the same time, it's about relations and the Congress, like always. And I'm totally excited there to think about all the social events we will organizing there. It's about fun and being together in these uncertain times. Nothing is better than spend time together and think about from where we are coming, and in a joyful way thinking also in the future. Let's stay optimistic. Thanks, Ira.
Thanks, Michael. That's a lot of information and new things coming through. I also noted that in the panel program, as it is now, we are scheduled to have an interesting panel focused on family businesses, which we know are the backbone of the seed industry and agriculture in general. So that will be really interesting to see. I guess now that the program is slowly coming into shape and your speakers are also being confirmed, who should attend the Congress apart from ISF members? Like what could other people from other sectors or from other organizations find of value in our Congress?
Yeah, thanks, Ira. And again, also on this is family business. It's really important also in these times to think about the diversity of the seed sector. And therefore, I would like really to highlight here also one of our teammates, Maria Tamasian, who is leading the whole discussion about family business. And it's exciting to see some of our members speaking there. On who is coming, we changed. ISF is changing. The setup of the World Seed Congress is changing more and more. We are opening up our Congress. This is not only for seed people. Yes, there is part for seed people, for traders, which will not be accessible for everybody. But at the end, everybody is welcome. We have day passes, which allows youth, students, researchers, which allows also more people from the value chain to join us. But also the farmers. We are looking for an even broader participation of farmers. We have a very nice cooperation with the World Farmers Organization, and we'll be happy to welcome representatives of them. But we are also looking for the diversity of farmers from Portugal, from Iberia, and even beyond to join us. Because at the end, it's about the farmers. It's about providing tools for the farmers for the future. That means civil society also. We are starting to work more and more also in some of our programs with the civil society. That means with the NGOs, because we have all a joint responsibility about the future of providing solutions for the farmers. And therefore, it's open. Everybody can join. Booth space is open. The panels are open. And there will be opportunities also to engage with the leadership of the seed sector and with ISF itself. Therefore, join us. We are not closed, nothing to hide, in a transparent way. Let's move together into the future.
Thanks, Michael. Indeed, like it's an open Congress, as Michael mentioned earlier, we do have some sessions that are streaming live from Channel World Seed, which is our YouTube channel, and we'll also be live here on LinkedIn and other channels. So if you cannot join us physically in the Congress, you are welcome, of course, to catch the discussions online. But of course, like Michael also said, nothing beats the physical presence and joining and building those relationships and reconnecting with our colleagues across the sector. So we hope that you will come to Lisbon, and we'll see you there for the Congress. Before I move on to the next part, so I'm seeing like people joining us from all over the world, from the Netherlands, from India, from Pakistan, from China, and also from Germany and the US. So that's early for the US. Thanks for joining us. Michael mentioned that we are opening the Congress, especially, to our usual partners like farmers, civil society, and now especially our value chain partners. So ISF has introduced a new space specifically for the food and agriculture value chain partners to join us in the Congress. And we have been working with Elfin Consulting to set this up. So we're happy to have with us today Matthias Lütkes, who is the managing director of Elfin. So Matthias, tell us more about this corner, this cultivation corner. Who is it for and why does it matter?
Yes, happy to talk more about that. So thanks for having me. The Cultivation Corner, it's basically a dedicated, designed space at the World Seed Congress. But I would even go beyond a space. It's an idea which aims to bring the seed industry and the seed companies together with the value chain, with the downstream value chain, and also with other industry stakeholders, to cultivate collaboration, to cultivate this joint action, talk about ideas, partnerships, bringing seed innovation and genetics to life, shaping raw material quality, sustainability, and diversity. So it's really about getting together, engaging, having conversations, looking at networking and relationship and collaboration opportunities. And with that said, it's really open, as Michael said, it's really open for the industry, let's say, so the value chain and the agricultural industry, be it food processors, be it retailers, banking and financial institutions, trade and investment companies, everyone is invited to join, to bring their ideas, to bring their stake into the conversation, so that at the end of the day we have a fruitful conversation about these joint actions that Michael was referring to as a theme of the World Seed Congress. Yeah, and with that said, why does it matter for the seed companies? It's a bridge, between the seed science and the end products, and that way we can make sure to talk about how seed innovation can unlock new product opportunities, strengthen the value chain from the first input, which is the seed as the starting point. And yeah, we invite you to join, to engage with the Cultivation Corner, come to the area, engage in the conversations, bring your ideas, be curious, and leverage the World Seed Congress Cultivation Corner to maybe start new relationships, start off with new collaborative projects, or share examples of existing and running projects so that we can benefit from there. Because mainly what we are trying to achieve is having an educational piece, a sheet-to-shelf wall, having product or project collaboration showcases that help us to bring these ideas to life. And even beyond that, looking at panel or workshop approaches where we can really connect the industry and the value chain with the seed companies. So join us and help us to bring that idea to life. Leverage your network, your partners, reach out to them, invite them to join the World Seed Congress. Maybe they want to participate in the Cultivation Corner, showcasing an opportunity, bringing in a need they're seeing, and kicking off a collaborative conversation on how to address that need. So that's what we would like you to do to help us to bring that Cultivation Corner to life. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah. So I guess the call to action, especially for seed companies who are joining us, is to think about their potential clients or the clients that they have on the downstream side that you mentioned. So this could be food processors, food retailers, direct retailers, in fact, and even trade and investment bureaus, as you mentioned. So we really hope that this is the first time, and in the World Seed Congress, usually the first time is always like, people are still curious, what is it? Not sure. And then when they see it running, then they tend to join more. But we're really encouraging you at this stage to try it out for the first time. And like Matthias, I guess you have packages available for people to join depending on where and how they want to participate, how deeply they want to engage. I think that's one of the questions that we will get to later at the end of the show.
Absolutely, exactly. And be a first mover. Join that first idea and engage and help us to bring that to life. Absolutely. Thanks, Ira.
Thanks, Matthias. All right, so now we have an idea more or less of the general registration, how it's going, the program, how it's shaping up, and of course our new Cultivation Corner. We want to talk now about logistics and transport and all these things that many people ask us, and we've received a lot of questions about flights and hotels. So Camille, maybe you have more answers for us if you could join me again. And what are the hotel options available? We promoted in our last newsletter this promo with TAP Air Portugal. What can you say about that?
Yes, indeed, we have a lot of different options in hotels. All is mentioned on the Congress website, where you can see a dedicated website with the list of all the different hotels. If you have any question or any problem, it's KIT Group who is taking care of it. So you have the email address mentioned on this slide or on the website directly, which is maybe better to see it. Regarding TAP Air Portugal, we have a great agreement with them that if you booked your flight directly with them, you can get a 10% discount for economy class or 15% discount for business class, which can be great for your flight. So again, all the details and the booking steps are mentioned on the Congress website.
Thanks, Camille. No, that's not nothing for sure. 15% and 10% is not nothing. So thanks for sharing that. I hope those who have already registered are also looking into flights if they haven't already booked their flights. So it's always better to do that early. One more question that we have, Camille, is about the program for accompanying persons. So we know that alongside our Congress, we do organize some tours on parallel to the Congress for those who accompany the delegates. Do you have more information about that you can share?
Yes, I can share a bit of the program, which is a very nice program shaped for the accompanying person in Lisbon. So they will visit first Belém and Parque das Nações, sorry for the pronunciation. Or again, they will see the visit of Sintra and Cascais, which are really amazing place in Portugal. And the last day, it will be a nice foodie tour to taste the delicious Portuguese cuisine around Lisbon. So feel free to sign up. Spaces are limited, and it's as a first come first served basis as well.
Oh, cool. Okay, so that's good to know. Again, everything I guess is on the website, so please feel free to check there for all the details. One question that I have just now about the accompanying person is it possible to join just 1 day or 2 days of the tour, or do they have to go for the whole package?
You can join for 1 day or 2 days. Even if you are a delegate, you can pay for the day you wish. If you are an accompanying person, you pay for the 3 days. But if you prefer to join only 1 or 2, it's possible. Just need to mention during the registration process.
Perfect. Thank you for that quick answer. All right, so let's go to more questions that we received before we went live. So these were the questions that came in at the beginning of the show. So Camille, for people with more complex cases, for example, like if they want to register more than 5 people, if they have questions about invoicing and payments, or if they have questions on substitutions in case, for example, they couldn't join and somebody else could join on their behalf, what's the best way to handle those?
Yeah, for all of those questions, basically everything related to registration, the best way is to contact KIT Group, who are taking care of the registration, at the email address, which is isfwsc@kit/group.org. So they have all the answer, and they are the best person to reply directly to your questions.
Perfect. Good to know. And they're quite responsive, as we know. And it's also funny because we get some phone calls here in the office about these questions, and we have to redirect them back to KIT Group. So I think the best step, you're right, is to just go straight to KIT Group for that.
Yeah.
Perfect. Another question, Michael, that we've been receiving, and also in the past, is when sessions are confirmed, how can people know, if they want to join as a speaker, or if they want to nominate somebody from their organization or their company as a speaker? Do you have a process for that, or how can they get involved?
Yeah, thanks, Ira. That means currently we are finalizing most of the panels, but let's be frank, in these times, we are always happy to receive additional ideas or speakers who could be also interesting to add in. One thing to remind everybody, you saw also perhaps those who came to previous congresses, and this will happen also this year at the Congress, our panels will not be long-lasting panels. That means we'll half an hour, 45 minutes, not longer than that. And we are looking also for no PowerPoint presentations, because the most interesting thing is the interaction. That means small interventions at the beginning, but then really open it up for open discussions. Therefore, we are not looking for speakers with keynotes 10, 20 minutes or these kind of things. No, but we are looking for insights. That means whenever you have an idea and read through also the different topics I mentioned earlier, markets, we have something on disruption, we have something on innovation, and also on seed systems, for instance. Don't hesitate. Send that through to the ISF Secretariat, and it will be directed to the responsible person in the ISF team, and we can always assess it. Now, saying this, I hope you will not be bothered if we are saying no, because we are really at the stage, we are finalizing the different panels, but come on, in this world, we are open for any good ideas to add in, which can be a layer of also information, also of insights, which could be of additional interest for all those coming to the panels. And I would like to emphasize one thing, also looking on the participation. We had massive participation, record-breaking level. Also the panels, it's more and more getting exciting, more dynamic, and then more and more people are joining. And not only the seed people, and this is also the interesting one in these panels, which are open, you can listen, join, and ask, and challenge.
Thank you for that reminder. Indeed, like our panels have become and grown into a platform more than just us talking to ourselves. It really is a platform for discussion to invite other stakeholders, external partners, and even sometimes maybe people and organizations with whom we don't see eye to eye on certain things. I think that's the healthy debate and dialogue that we are craving for these days. And as also you mentioned, Michael, many things can happen between today and May. So if an important topic comes up and suddenly it's top of mind for everyone and people want to have a discussion around that, it could be that we add a panel about that.
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
You're right. So feel free to get in touch. As Michael said, we're always open to ideas. One more question that I have, along with others that are coming now. If a company, Matthias, if a company wants to participate in the Cultivation Corner, like what are the practical ways to get in touch with you? What are the participation options? Are these already publicly available, or is it better to just get in touch with you to see what's the best fit?
Yeah, very good question, Ira. So at this point, it is the best way is to reach out directly to me or to us from Elfin Consulting. We are coordinating in the background. However, we also put certain packages in place that are available for companies who want to join and contribute to the Cultivation Corner. On the website, I think the link was shared earlier today. There's also a little information about the Cultivation Corner, also with the contact information on how to get in touch with us. But I'm sure, Ira, that you can also share contact details in the course of the follow-up. That said, there's definitely different packages, be it having a presence at the Cultivation Corner, or within this information showcase, the seed to shelf wall, as we called it by now, or whether we want to join a product showcase, join a working session, or a collaborative conversation for future ideas. Yes, that's what is packaged in different ways, in line with the known sponsorship approach that we all know for the members of ISF. Yeah, and with that said, reach out to us, and we are happy to help you. We are happy to share further information to make that work. Yep.
Thanks. Thanks, Matthias. Yeah, I think as you mentioned, it's this is separate from the sponsorship that's already posted on our website for sponsors of the Congress. So if companies are interested in seeing, what works best for them, it's really better to get in touch with you. There are some information on the website, so you will know exactly who to contact and how to contact Matthias from there. So yeah, the website is being flashed now. Thank you for that. So let me try to get all our speakers here on the screen now as I look through the comments. So we have 2 or 3 that are coming through on the side. So we have one question, which is interesting, because are there any venture capital firms for seed companies working with smallholder farmers? Anyone can answer that. I can say that based on my review of the registration list and participations in the last congresses, we do always have these small firms who are looking to engage smallholder farmers in different markets, whether that's in Europe or the US, but also in Africa and Asia. So we know that the Congress participants are so diverse that, for example, last year it was around 600 companies represented within the Congress of 2,000 delegates. So the diversity is amazing, and it usually represents the seed sector in itself, which Michael would agree is super diverse.
Yeah, it's super diverse, and venture for me, it's also I see also increased investment in agriculture, and we see this also more diverse range of countries are showing interest into agriculture, into investment in agriculture, and because seeing also it's not an easy topic, agriculture and seed, we know, but it's a starting point of the whole agricultural production. We are all aware that we need to produce more in a very difficult environment, which climate change and also all the reasons I mentioned before. But there are also, what I would say, huge opportunities. And you see this also, that the output, and therefore I'm happy with Matthias, this cultivation corner should be also exactly this way of engaging where people are interested more in agriculture, even looking for investment opportunities in agriculture, either a seed company or a service provider. There are so many things around seeds. Therefore, yes, we see more diverse, the structural change you see of people coming to the Congress with regard to previous years. And therefore, also this cultivation corner is another step in opening it up more and creating more opportunities also to bridge, but also perhaps even opportunities for those who are interested, who would like to learn more, and who are looking for opportunities for investments.
Thank you. You want to say something, Matthias?
Yeah, just building on that. So smallholder farming and capacity building in smallholder farming is certainly one area where collaboration is very powerful, be it from the venture capital investment, but also be it by collaboration across the value chain. And that way, it's certainly one of the topics that we also want to cultivate in the cultivation corner to talk about it and see how joint action can work.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you, Matthias. So please keep those comments coming and those questions coming from all over the world, actually. And one more question that I have, Camille, is there transportation or shuttle options? I think this person has been in the Congress before, so he's asking is because the Congress Center, he said, is quite far from the center, or at least it's not in the center of Lisbon. How do people move around for the social events?
Yeah, a good question. We don't have shuttles in the morning from hotels to the Congress Center, but we have shuttles for the social events on Monday evening and on Wednesday evening from the Congress Center, and then through to the hotels to come back. But also to know, for people to know that there is a great public transportation system in Lisbon, which works super well, and then you can use to come to the Congress if your hotel is based in the city center and not close enough to walk from the hotel to the Congress Center.
Mm-hmm.
Great point.
Ira, if I may,
yes.
Just on this point, because that's also very often, Michael, why you're not offering all the buses for all the traders and all the people coming to the Congress? We spoke about structural change. We are providing a list of hotels, but when we are looking at who is going to this hotel, that's becoming a minority of people. We don't know where the people are, and therefore what we are doing as much as possible to support that everybody finds the best way to go to the Congress. But we are unable to provide further support to bring the people every day to the Congress. However, in the evening for the social events, that's something different. But really, lots of information will come. Public transportation is really great in Lisbon, and therefore, I think that's not a major issue or something which should handicap people to join easily in the morning on time the Seed Congress.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. Indeed, that's a good point. And another thing here, Camille, I think this is for you, is that if somebody wants to ask about the run, is this happening? Because apparently it's on our website and we haven't talked about it yet. What is this run and walk, and is it happening?
Yes, good question. Indeed, we just put in place a few weeks ago. We were talking about it many years back, and we said, okay, let's try for the first time in Lisbon. Great scene along the water. So it will be great. It will be on Tuesday morning at 6 a.m. You can either walk or run. It's for charity to the Seed Resilience Foundation. And to register, you can do it through the registration process, or if you have already registered, you contact KIT Group and they will add it to your registration.
Thanks, Camille. I think it's also good to know that It would be great to sign up to our Congress newsletter. So you can sign up via the website, because that's where we give all the news and more details in case you missed it in all your other engagements. And the reminders are always sent through there. I can tell you that the ISF team is getting ready to join the run and the walk. I hope, Matthias, you will also join us, or at least someone from Alvin, at 6 a.m. on Tuesday.
Good opportunity, definitely. But need to get fit for that. Maybe it's a walk.
We're starting our training in the office, so we're going there slowly. We have a few months to prepare, and also we know that these runs are also a good way to engage with colleagues and partners and clients outside of the Congress Center, outside of our business suits, and it really gives sometimes the best ideas come out from these kinds of engagements. Actually, one thing, Camille, that was asked is about the golf tournament. If this is still happening, we didn't mention this Sunday activities that we have. Can you tell us more about these Sunday activities?
Yes, so the golf is happening since many years now. It's on Sunday morning. You can join if you are a golf expert or not. We have both options. Again, all the details on the Congress website, and to register for it through the registration process, or if you have already registered, contact KIT. They can add it to your registration later on. It's also working. And on Sunday afternoon, since now 2 years, it will be the third one, we have Germans, which is organizing a boat tour for charity as well. So it's in the late afternoon, to enjoy a great time with colleagues on a boat, to have some food and beverage, and yes, enjoy a great time. And I guess it will be nice weather in Lisbon in May.
Perfect. I think so. I heard now it's in January, it's 15 degrees. So I don't know how it will be in May. So that's great. We would like to thank our sponsors for those two events, Incotec, our longtime golf sponsor, and Germain's, who have started this new boat tour since 2024. It's really exciting. And also our partners who we'll be hosting different activities throughout the Congress. So we have Petkus. They will continue with their academy in the Congress. Syngenta Seed Care is joining us. Bayer is joining us. And Corteva AgriScience, of course, is joining us, among others. So for those interested to sponsor, we still have slots and packages available. So please don't hesitate to reach out to Camille. We know that the exhibition floor, as it is now, is nearly full. I don't know, Camille, how many booths are still left? Is it true that we have 2?
Yes, exactly. So far, the latest news is still 2, but it can change quickly.
Yeah, it can change quickly. And depending on the demand, there's a possibility to build more booths. It depends on the space, etc. So we will, but get in touch early, because it's January and we're already nearly full. Okay, so that's, I think, most of the questions that I have here. One thing that perhaps, Michael, you can talk about, because I don't want to put Andres on the spot. Andres is producing this live and he's behind the scenes, but we do know that there's a legacy project that's happening and for the Congress, with the Congress, and the run actually benefits this legacy project. Can you tell us more about this legacy project, and if there's going to be like a visit on Thursday potentially?
Yeah, thanks so much, Ira. You see, every year we are thinking about, we are going into a country and we just not want to go there and leave nothing behind. I think that's also somewhat a thinking of seeds people. We are rooted people. And therefore, since also a couple of years, we are thinking about building a legacy when we are going into a country, into a city, which can help link to agricultural topics, either the city or the youth or the farmers. And I'm extremely excited. We are here at the final stage, together with our colleagues, by the way, from the Seed Association of Portugal, ANSEME, together with the International Agricultural Students Organization, but also together with the University of Lisbon. We are building up a legacy project, which will be at this year, first time, kind of vegetable garden. in the premises of the university, and we will soon outreach to some potential partners here also. It's perhaps at the beginning also a small project, but a very good project, because it's not only working together with students, it's not only increasing understanding of improved seeds and vegetables, but also the harvest of this vegetable garden will go to the food bank in Lisbon. That means it will support also people who are perhaps do not have enough money every day to buy vegetables, or even every week, or even every month. That means you see here, we are linking collaboration with youth, we are linking knowledge with university, but we are linking also the harvest and the outcome with kind of support also the community in Lisbon. Therefore, we are extremely excited about the project. It takes time. You can imagine it's not always easy, but it will be a project we will start this year, and we hope we can maintain it for at least 3-5 years. Information will come out quite soon, and one of the things we certainly will organize is to organize a visit of the vegetable garden then on Thursday after the Congress, to visit, to engage. It's also another opportunity to engage with the youth and with IAS Portugal, IAS International, and also our friends from Engine. And it's another joint action for a resilient future in a very active manner, in line with our slogan. Therefore, please join us also for that. More information is coming. I will not say all the responsibilities is on the shoulders of Andres, our communications and youth officer. No, it's ISF responsibility also to engage in such kinds of legacy projects.
Thank you, Michael. Yeah, I think it's important to note that, events can be a force for good, not just a force for disruption for cities and countries. So when events are used for these kinds of purposes, they really leave an impact, a positive impact on the community. So this is our efforts, our let's say, grain in the sand or something like that, our contribution to make that happen. All right, so I think you mentioned Engine, and so we're happy to announce, as you said, that we will have a delegation of 15 students, more or less, joining us from all over the world. We know that the Engine network is extremely global, and so we're excited about that. We will also have around 10 to 15 journalists from the International Federation of Agricultural Journalists joining the Congress, and this is important also for our delegates, because you can have access to journalists who might be interested in your story, who you can engage with and discuss some topics that might be important to you or your country, depending on where you're coming from, your region, as well as the policies of the day. So I think this is a great opportunity, not just for the delegates and the journalists to discover the sector here, and ISF as well. All right, so I think that's it. I don't know if anybody of you have any last minute additions, but if not, we can all be reached via the website with all the information that has been mentioned today. So I want to thank all the speakers. There's the website, congress.worldseed.org. So I want to thank all the speakers today for joining us. And if you haven't done so yet, yes, I like this applause, Andres. If you haven't done so yet, please register now. Early bird fees end on Monday, 2nd of February, and start booking your flights and your hotels to get the best prices. And also make sure you sign up for our newsletter if you don't want to miss any of these updates as they become available. And feel free to reach out to the ISF Secretariat via our website and all our social media channels from wherever you're watching us now. So with that, thanks again to everyone for joining us. Thanks to the speakers. Andres, who's controlling us from behind the scenes, and hope to see you all in Lisbon.
Thank you.
So
See
much,
you.
Ara. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.